Okay. Hi, this is Lucky. I'm here at Wildfire 2009 Fall in front of this beautiful foliage. And I just taught the beginner contact staff class, and just to go do a quick run through some of the things I went over as I first started off by teaching exactly what type of staff to use, and just to give some basics. People ask me a lot of times what length of staff should I use, and I typically say something between the chest and the head. I'm 5'7", this is 5 foot. Really want to go with what works out for you. You might want to make something custom made, but that's up to you. And then with the width of the staff, the diameter, it's typically fine in 3/4 or 1 inch. 3/4 is going to allow you to do a little bit more finger twirling, whereas 1 inch is going to give you a little more surface area. Surface area is a lot better for contact work. And again, the only thing I will say with fire staffs is make sure you want to have something that's got wood tapped in the end. I see some of the worst burns on some of the best contact staff spinners, and it's just kind of the way it goes. Contact staff takes a lot of practice. It's you get a lot of burns, but it's a whole lot of fun. The other thing I will say is that this is grip right here. You want to make sure that you've got grip on your staff. It's the flux capacitor of contact staff. It's what makes contact staff possible. You can use any type of bicycle grip or tennis grip, whatever really works for you. And you really want to mark your center point. A lot of people like to mark other points, quarter points, and even sometimes more, but it's really up to you. What I did in terms of teaching the class itself was I started off with doing hand wraps, and what you want to do with the hand wrap is you want to have your hand, I'm going to teach one way, and you want to learn them all different directions. I should say there are 3 main planes. People learn in the wall plane, which is just in front of you as though you had a wall. Another one is the wheel plane, as though you were driving a car. Another one is the floor plane, so it's parallel with the floor. So with hand wraps, what we're doing is you're going to start with your left hand, palm up, pinky towards the center, and when you bring it over like this, your wrist is only going to go so far, so you want it to go over the wrist, and when you can't turn anymore, you let it continue. And the center point should be at the back of the hand. The center point of your staff is always at the center point of the move. And then when it gets over, you just bring it back. So again, palm up, pinky towards the center, comes over and around. And once you get it like this, bring it back. As you can see, both ways when I do this, it's always on the center point. The center point is always in the center of the move, which is the back of the hand, center of the back of the hand. So that's really what you want to do. If you spread your fingers, that's really going to help out with this move. Once we learn the hand wraps, and you also learn them in both hands, you want to do continuous hand wraps. And a continuous hand wrap looks like this, okay? And the trick is you're going from one hand wrap, and once you get to here, instead of just grabbing it around, you're going to have your hands like this, okay? This is the center point of the move, so the center point is directly the back of the hand, middle of the hand, thumbs down, okay? And so it's going to come over to here. So, again, start off with palm up, pinky towards the center, in the center, and around. A lot of people like to just go like this. That's not a continuous hand wrap. You want to go like this so that the center comes through. Always want to have that through so it comes through like that. And of course, learn in both directions. Everything learn in both directions. Okay? Once we learned that, then we learned elbow wraps, and of course we're learning hand wraps, and elbow wrap is just like this. Again, you want to have your hand almost out like a chicken wing, not so much like this, but like this. Again, that's more surface area. Center point should be on the top of this elbow, right here in the center. So that's how you want to go. And again, just like practice like that, just like this. Okay. Once you go from there, we're going to do something called snaking it out. So once it comes over and it comes through once, just like with the continuous hand wrap, you stick your arm out. You snake it out like this, and then it comes through again once. Okay, so it looks like this. And I'll show you from the side. Okay, that's what it looks like. So now we're going to go from an elbow wrap into this, into a continuous hand wrap. Once we do that, you would stick out your elbow again, and then you're going to do something called the conveyor belt. So it's elbow wrap, continuous hand wrap, elbow wrap. And what I will say is, let me show it to you first. Okay, and I'll show you from the side, elbow, continuous hand wrap, elbow. Now, a lot of people have trouble with that last elbow. The key that I've found is you've got to jut your arm out, okay? The staff is moving in one direction, so if it's moving across your body like this, and your arm is, and you do the move here, and then your arm is like this, it's just going to fall off into the ground. So you really want to make sure that you jut that out. Remember, contact staff is just like a dance. You have to be in control. You're moving around the staff. The staff is inanimate. You're alive. So again, elbow, hand wrap, elbow. And as you learn, again, just catch it there, but as you learn more, you can turn that last elbow wrap into something else, moving around your body. That's what we started with. That's the first half of the class. The second half of the class, we learned about neck wraps. Again, we were doing neck wraps. Again, trying in the wall plane, do something like this. Again, the center point should be at the back of the center of the neck, just like this. And again, from the side, as such. So you're just working on catching it. As you get more comfortable with that, do it in the floor plane. So again, back, the center is the back. So you have the center point to the back of the neck. And as you learn that, then you're going to start to put your arm up and grab it there, okay? And then you're going to bring it back and back and back. And as you get more comfortable with, I will say that at times, when it gets to here, it's not going to be off because the center point is back here, because the center point is at the back of the neck, so it'll fall a little bit. But you want to make sure, so as you do it more and more, it might get a little bit off center. It just comes with practice. So as you get comfortable sticking your shoulder up like this, then as you want to get more advanced, don't even worry about sticking your arm up, but just kind of pinch it with the shoulder, as such, okay? And just get comfortable doing that. A lot of people will also have trouble with it, like hitting them in the neck like this. Turn away. So if you turn away, you turn with the staff, it's not going to hit you in the back of the neck, which also helps. As you learn this, then we're going to go into a backside spiral. A backside spiral involves both an arm wrap and an arm roll. What's an arm roll? Well, an arm roll, this is an arm roll. It's just rolling down your arm, basically. But we want to include the wrap into it. So what you're going to do is you're going to take it, palm is faced away from you, pinky towards against the center, okay? So it's like this, or like this, just so you can see all around. And what you're going to do is you're going to turn, if you're looking up at this sky, I like to start with my left hand, you turn it clockwise. Once your wrist won't turn anymore, it's going to start rolling down. The center point should pretty much roll down the center of the arm the entire time, but as you do it, you're going to move your arm in this type of motion. This type of motion. Okay? And then so it looks like this. Okay? For a lot of people, as you move, it helps to kind of move with the staff. So you give it a little bit more momentum, so you're moving with it. So as you get to here, you do your backside spiral to here. Now we're going to do something. Wait for the wind to go past because I don't know if you can hear me or not. But with we're going to do something called a Steve. And what that involves is bringing together the backside spiral into a neck wrap, into another spiral where you're bringing it back up. And it looks something like this. Okay? Now, the key to the Steve, in my mind, is the dip of the shoulder. Because once you do your Steve and it gets to here, it's gonna lock in that shoulder between your neck and your shoulder. So what you want to do is you've got the momentum of it moving, so you want to use that gravity, okay, to kind of get it over that shoulder. So it brings it over, and once it's over, you want to bring your arm back up. So you bring your arm again in that kind of circular motion up to the top. So again, I will show you for now from the side. Well, sometimes we have trouble. Okay, and that's the Steve. So basically, that is a class. When it comes to a beginner contact staff or just contact staff in general, it's de-evolution. You're not using your thumbs. But basically, when it comes to your movement with contact staff and traditional staff and whatever you're doing, you use your thumbs for part. You don't use it for others. Mix your art to create whatever you're trying to create, whether it's performance, whether it's for the love, whether it's for work, whatever it's for. Make sure at times it's going to be tough, but always remind yourself why you do this. For me, it's because I love it. What's it for you?